Welcome to the History of Croatia.
What makes Croatia, a small nation on the Adriatic coast, a place of such historical and cultural significance? Keep watching as the answer lies in its tumultuous past, a story of empires rising and falling, of cultural exchange and fierce independence. Croatia's story begins in antiquity with the arrival of Indo-European tribes who mingled with the indigenous Illyrians. These early inhabitants laid the foundation for a unique cultural identity. The Roman Empire recognized the strategic importance of this region, conquering it in the 2nd century BC. They established major cities like Salona and Pola, remnants of which still stand as testaments to Roman influence on Croatian soil. The Roman Empire's shadow loomed large, shaping the region's language, architecture, and way of life. Roman roads, aqueducts, and amphitheaters dotted the landscape, connecting Croatia to the wider Roman world. However, the empire's grip began to weaken by the 4th century AD. As Rome declined, new powers emerged, eager to claim their stake in the heart of the Balkans. Waves of Goths, Huns, and Avars swept through the region, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. The disintegration of Roman authority created a vacuum, paving the way for the arrival of new groups who would leave an enduring mark on Croatia. Among them were the South Slavic tribes, who began migrating to the region in the 6th century. These Slavic tribes, seeking refuge and opportunity, gradually settled in the lands that would become Croatia. Their arrival marked a turning point in the region's history as they brought with them their distinct language, traditions, and social structures. The Slavic tribes, though initially fragmented, recognized the importance of unity in the face of external threats. They formed alliances and gradually coalesced into larger entities, laying the groundwork for the emergence of a distinct Croatian identity. This nascent Croatian identity would be tested and tempered in the crucible of the early Middle Ages. As new challenges and opportunities arose on the horizon, Croatia's story was far from over, it was just beginning. The 7th century witnessed the establishment of 2 Croatian principalities, Pannonia and Dalmatia. These early political entities represented a crucial step in the consolidation of Croatian identity and self-rule. Under the leadership of figures like Duke Trpimir I, Croatia began to assert its independence and forge its own path. The reign of Trpimir I, in particular, marked a watershed moment. He consolidated power, repelled external threats, and laid the foundations for a Croatian dynasty that would rule for centuries. The Croatian principalities faced constant pressure from neighboring powers, including the Franks and the Byzantine Empire. Yet they managed to not only survive but thrive, expanding their territories and consolidating their hold on the region. The Croatian people, fiercely independent and resourceful, defended their lands against incursions, forging a reputation for military prowess. They developed a strong maritime tradition, their ships sailing the Adriatic, engaging in trade, and projecting Croatian influence across the sea. The reign of Duke Tomislav in the early 10th century marked a turning point in Croatian history. A skilled diplomat and military leader, Tomislav united the Croatian principalities under his rule. Recognizing the importance of international recognition, Tomislav sought and received the blessing of the Pope, who crowned him King of Croatia in 925 AD. This event marked the culmination of centuries of struggle and the birth of the Kingdom of Croatia. The newly established Kingdom of Croatia stood as a beacon of stability and prosperity in a turbulent region. Under the rule of Tomislav and his successors, Croatia flourished. Trade flourished, cities grew, and Croatian culture experienced a golden age. The kingdom, however, faced internal divisions and external threats that would test its resilience in the centuries to come. The story of Croatia continued, a testament to the enduring spirit of its people and their unwavering pursuit of self-determination. The Croatian kingdom faced a new era of challenges and triumphs in the 11th century. The reign of King Peter Krasimir IV marked a period of territorial expansion and economic prosperity, further solidifying Croatia's position on the Adriatic. Krasimir IV's reign saw the flourishing of Croatian art and architecture, particularly in coastal cities like Trogir and Split. However, his death in 1075 ushered in a period of instability and succession crises that weakened the kingdom. This period of fragmentation allowed neighboring powers to once again encroach on Croatian lands. The Kingdom of Hungary, seeking to expand its influence southwards, saw an opportunity in the weakened Croatian state. In 1102, through a combination of military force and political maneuvering, the Hungarian king Koloman was crowned King of Croatia and Dalmatia. This event marked the beginning of a personal union between the two kingdoms that would last for centuries. The union with Hungary, though initially met with resistance, brought a period of relative stability to Croatia. The Croatian nobility retained a degree of autonomy, and Croatian culture continued to flourish. Croatia's fate became intertwined with that of Hungary, as they faced common enemies and shared in each other's triumphs. The two kingdoms fought side by side against external threats, including the Byzantine Empire and the rising Ottoman Empire. However, the union also brought about cultural and political changes. Hungarian influence grew, particularly in the northern parts of Croatia. The Croatian language and traditions, though resilient, faced pressure from the dominant Hungarian culture. Despite these challenges, Croatia maintained its distinct identity within the union, its people never forgetting their unique heritage and their aspirations for self-rule. The Croatian spirit of independence remained undimmed, waiting for the right moment to re-emerge on the world stage. If you're enjoying this journey through Croatia's history, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. The 15th century witnessed the rise of a new threat that would forever alter the course of Croatian history, the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans, with their powerful military and insatiable appetite for expansion, swept through the Balkans, conquering vast territories and extinguishing centuries-old empires. Croatia found itself on the front line of this clash of civilizations, its fate hanging precariously in the balance. The fall of Constantinople in 1453 sent shockwaves throughout Europe, signaling the Ottoman Empire's dominance in the east. Croatia, caught between the Ottoman hammer and the Venetian anvil, faced a difficult choice: resist the Ottomans and risk annihilation, or seek alliances that could compromise its independence. Many Croatian cities and nobles, recognizing the existential threat posed by the Ottomans, turned to the Venetian Republic for protection. The Venetian Republic, with its powerful navy and vast commercial network, offered a lifeline to the beleaguered Croatians. Venice, however, had its own ambitions in the Adriatic and saw an opportunity to expand its influence at the expense of the weakened Croatian kingdom. Coastal cities like Zadar, Šibenik, and Split came under Venetian rule, their fates tied to the fortunes of the Venetian Republic. Venetian influence brought about economic prosperity and architectural splendor to these cities. However, the Venetian presence also brought about cultural and political changes. The Venetian language, customs, and laws gradually replaced their Croatian counterparts, particularly in urban centers. Croatia, once a unified kingdom, found itself divided, its territory carved up between the Ottomans, the Venetians, and the Habsburg Empire. This period of division and foreign domination left a deep scar on the Croatian psyche, fueling a longing for reunification and self-determination that would echo through the centuries. The 19th century witnessed a resurgence of Croatian national consciousness, fueled by a complex interplay of cultural, linguistic, and political factors. The Romantic movement, sweeping across Europe, emphasized the importance of national identity, language, and history, inspiring Croatians to rediscover their heritage. Intellectuals and writers played a crucial role in this awakening, using their pens to champion Croatian culture and language. Ljudevit Gaj, a linguist and writer, emerged as a leading figure in the Croatian national revival. Gaj understood that a standardized language was essential for fostering national unity and cultural identity. He spearheaded a movement to standardize the Croatian language, bridging regional dialects and creating a common literary language for all Croats. His efforts bore fruit, uniting Croatians across different regions and social classes. The Croatian national revival, though primarily cultural in its early stages, gradually took on political overtones. Croatians, inspired by similar movements across Europe, began to demand greater autonomy within the Habsburg Empire. They resented the dominance of German language and culture in government and education, seeing it as a threat to their own heritage. The Croatian national movement gained momentum, attracting support from intellectuals, students, and increasingly, the peasantry. The year 1848, a year of revolutions across Europe, witnessed the Croatian national movement reaching a boiling point. Croatians, inspired by the uprisings in Vienna and Budapest, demanded greater political rights and recognition of their language and culture within the Habsburg Empire. Ban Josip Jelačić, a Croatian nobleman and military leader, emerged as a key figure in this struggle. Jelačić, though loyal to the Habsburg crown, championed Croatian autonomy and led Croatian troops against Hungarian revolutionaries who sought to impose their language and rule over Croatia. The Croatian national movement, though ultimately unsuccessful in achieving its immediate goals, laid the groundwork for the struggle for independence that would continue into the 20th century. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and ring the bell for future notifications.